All right, suffer with me. Suffer with me for a while. If you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. Desk fanboys proving they're fucking retarded and they don't know what they're talking about. I guess we'll make a video about it, right? Also, I gotta love how this isn't a hate comment. It's about advice, right? Okay. We're gonna get to this comment. And I tried to, respond to some of these. Like, what was this other stupid thing he said? This is BS. He's not responsible for what other people say about him. Does he ever claim that he does this? Here's the thing. Let's look at the difference between me and someone like Desk. Me, when someone tries to give me credit for something that is not true, I will not take the credit, okay? Do you know how easy it would be for me to take credit for the Kim Infinite and CVS2? To be honest, when I look on the internet, CVS2 is old, what, 2000, where the fuck it was? Yeah, Millennium Fight 2000, right? Am I correct? Whatever. Do you know how easy it would be for me to take credit for the Kim Infinite and CVS2? Even when I look on the internet, the various earliest examples I can see say Final Showdown. Thanks to Final Showdown for it. But I've always said when anyone tries to actually give me credit for it, and just like anything else, when someone tries to give me credit for it, I try to say, no, that's not me if it's not true, right? Because morally, I think it's fucked up to take credit for something that is not true. And I've always said the Cyrec guys are the ones that had the idea for it. And then I just found a way to make it work. And then I posted me doing it and I did it in real life, all this kind of crap, blah, blah, blah. Right? And then they made a video and they said, Final Showdown, where the fuck? And so some people think that I came up with everything. But the point is, just the idea is important, okay? Now, obviously, I know motherfuckers like some of these Desk fanboys, you're not a fucking good person. I know you are not a morally just person. I know if someone is going to give you money and they're like, well, is this true or not? You probably would take it. Just like Desk. Do you think Desk? I know Desk. I do not respect him morally as a man. We know Desk will take credit for stuff that is not true. Now, if you're going to be like, oh, well, it's not his fault that people give him credit for it. He doesn't have to say that it's not true. I know. I said that. I said that in the video. I said, I know. He's not his brother's keeper, so to speak. It's not his fault if someone gives him credit for it. But I also said it sure as fuck is not hurting his pockets to be promoted by the community for doing all this stuff for all these years that is not true. Morally, he has been okay with the dick suckage, with getting money for all of this, okay? Me, I get hate for a bunch of stuff that is not true. Consistently. Insane hate. Stuff that is not fucking even reasonable. You know what I mean? Ridiculous shit. My channel gets flagged, so I can't even make anything off of it. I've actually, the past year or two, I have made more from donations from people who have told me they feel bad about everything that's happened to me than I actually make off of YouTube. Okay? I've showed how much I make off of YouTube for my stuff being flagged for so many years. Desk gets promoted for stuff that's not even true, and he's getting his dick sucked. Again, I said before, if you want to give Desk credit for doing one-handed combos, that's fine. If you want to say maybe he's the best execution guy ever, maybe he is. He makes music that's cool. But he's promoted as this great fucking dude that has done all this shit, and he gets credit for the fucking GameFAQs codes. And when I saw he started getting credit for GameFAQs code, I'm like, this isn't even niche knowledge, dude. This is 5-second shit. It's ridiculous, right? It's like, wow, I can't morally respect this dude. This isn't even niche knowledge, dude, right? And I saw that Street Fighter 6 thing I thought was ridiculous too, trying to say like, oh, Capcom didn't give me the game for free, so I can't make videos, and all these comments like, oh, man, why don't they should give you every game for free because you do more than everybody else. Silence. Give me a fucking break, right? And it's like, oh, I didn't get to play the beta, blah, blah. What the fuck, dude? There's literally videos of you playing the beta on your channel. Are people really that retarded? It's a joke. But anyway, we look at this comment. Desk gets more praise because he knows how to make good content. He knows how to edit his videos and to keep his channel relevant. He's been doing this for a long time, thus becoming a very popular platform. Totally false. I've been doing videos longer than Desk. I've done more different kinds of games than Desk. Okay? I've done every kind of fucking game there is. I've done 3D games, and I've done stuff that no one else has done. I've done Marvel games. I've done stuff that no one else has done. I've done anime games, stuff that no one's ever done. I've done Street Fighter games, stuff that no one's ever done. King of Fighter games, stuff that no one's ever done. Poverty games, every kind of fucking game there is, I have done stuff that no one has ever done before in them. Constantly changing the perspective on what is possible. I was doing videos before Desk. And then Desk started getting popular around Street Fighter 4. And he was promoted as this fucking god by all these platforms and people despite not doing anything because of the FGC machine, so to speak. And then he made Marvel videos and blah, blah, blah. I mean, go back and look. All these, you can see comments of people saying the only reason I do more than Desk is because I cheat. Ridiculous. It's fucking stupid. That I recall the first video that I ever even remember of Desk as a connoisseur of video game knowledge was Desk actually made a Hyper Street Fighter Alpha video, if you recall. And his name used to be like a Nintendo symbol or something like that. And he was doing it with some other team of guys, or it's a promotion on some website. And he got a lot of views for it. And the video was nothing special, to be honest with you. Trust me, I know about Desk. I know about I don't know the guy personally, but I have I would say a fair amount of knowledge of what he has actually done in the video game community. And I can tell you what he has done and what he gets credit for is ridiculous. I dare say I might know more about Desk and the video he's made than you do. A fanboy trying to suck him off to me. It's ridiculous. You do good combos, but you're horrible at making good content and promoting your channel. Promoting my channel. You mean when sites refuse to post my channel because they try to say that I faked it? That I cheat to do it? Desk gets promoted by websites that don't want to post me, that try to paint me to be a liar and a cheater. You keep bringing back the fights you had with random guys in the FGC. Like it's the only interesting thing you could say. Actually, if you recall, again, and this is why we know you're a liar and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Pedro. You're a fucking idiot. If you actually look at my channel, I actually ignored the haters and everybody lying about me for all these years until I saw people like Buttmonger started bragging that lying about me made them money and encouraged other people to do it too. So that's pretty easy to call your bluff. So how do you explain all those years of me making videos? How do you explain all these Guilty Gear videos, all these fucking games? Well, people were saying I was cheating and I just tried to ignore it. I didn't make videos calling out all my liars. The only interesting thing I could say, actually, I've accurately called how many games now, how they were going to work. How many years, game after game after game, I've made videos accurately predicting how they're going to work. Street Fighter 6. The latest fucking fighting game. Guess who called how it was going to work? Guess who called out how all the properties of the game were going to work, what people were going to be doing in combos and all that kind of stuff before everybody else? Yeah, it was me. When people said I would be wrong again. When you had people like Maximilian, just among all these guys playing these games for hours and hours. People were playing this game so often that they actually started uploading matches of them just versus the computer. And I'm like, why didn't people just try this? This is what I would have tried. Would have tried all this here, blah, blah, blah. And then guess what? After I made that video, the next time that people played this game, and when you looked at Twitter, guess what? All the stuff I talked about. Instantly. Anyway, it seems like a hobby for you or something. Yeah, actually, video games are just a passing hobby of mine. That's why I go months at a time without playing video games sometimes. My life is not all about video games. I've actually said I would not even make videos like this, besides the fact that, which you try to pretend is not true, I did not realize that the community was actually bragging that lying about me made them money. And so then I'm like, whoa, I didn't realize people actually thought that all this stuff I did was fake. I didn't realize that they were trying to hide all this stuff. Most of your points are based on jealousy. What point? Did I lie about anything? Have I lied about anything here? Yeah, it sounds like you're the liar. I'm very insecure. You're dick sucking a guy that has no proof. That gets credit for fucking GameFAQs codes. Who's insecure? Don't play the victim. As a matter of fact, nobody cares. Nobody cares. You mean that's why people brag that lying about me makes them money? Okay, okay. If a person admits that lying about Clayton will make you money and gets a bunch of other people to do it too, which we have seen for years happen, how does that mean that they don't care? And of course, I say this is not a hate comment, by the way. This is more like advice. If you sat down and learned how to properly promote your content, you would get more recognition. Well, unfortunately, there's idiots like you who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Anyway, the point is, I don't respect Desk because I don't believe he's a good person. I don't believe he's a stand up guy. I don't believe you're a stand up guy. And, that's fine. Like I said, Desk is someone that is just good enough to make people believe the lie, right? I'm not saying he's the most terrible combo dude ever. Nothing like that. He's good enough to make people believe the lie. And if he doesn't comment on it, you know what I mean? I guess he feels that he's like you or something like that. He's not his brother's keeper, however you want to phrase it. But that's the difference between me and you guys. When someone tries to give me credit for stuff that is not true, I don't want to take it. I will make myself look bad, so to speak, if I know it's the morally right thing to do. Just like we've told that story before. How did I originally, one of the original reasons that I got hate in the video game community, I defended Tom Ass, even though I knew it would make me look bad, because I knew Tom Ass was not a bad guy. We've told the story before. Do you remember the story, you fucking retard? Do you remember that story? The Guilty Gear community, they want, once you start winning like that, people are going to start looking for reasons to hate you. And, people want to pretend it didn't happen, but my first year of disability, I won like every tournament I entered besides Evo. And that Evo, as I told the story, and we've showed it before, other people have admitted it's happened. It's not some Clayton fantasy like people want to pretend. They were randomly making me play on a fucking projector screen. It was ridiculous. And you can be sure I know they did it on fucking purpose. And then when I lost, you know what I mean? They tried, Clayton's lying, whatever. He tried to say the projector screen will lag you or something like that. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And so then the community was trying to make, Clayton, he's a liar. Oh, he pretends that he's sick. He's fake. He's faked that too, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he only just wanted an excuse because he finally lost, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, so, the community, they were looking for any reason to hate me. And Tom Ass was not a popular guy in the community. People were talking shit about him. And I defended Tom Ass. And what made it even worse is I called out Kenji for not defending Tom Ass as well. And Kenji was, and probably still is from what I know, a popular player, but Kenji is very two-faced. The Kenji that I knew is not the Kenji that how he acted around other people. When me and Kenji would drive together going to places, he would tell me stuff that he would not act like that around other people. Kenji was always, he's a two-faced person, and I said, Kenji, you should use your power to help Tom Ass because Tom Ass is a good guy and he's helped you. And Kenji, as two-faced as Kenji was, he would not use his power to help somebody in need because it would make him look bad. And then lo and behold, of course, years later it came out, Kenji, who was part of Team Sirius, they were the guys that were actually stealing from everybody at tournaments. Remember that? We've showed the conversations of that when people admitted that's what happened. Because I still remember when that got admitted to me. I was at the QSL. I remember that very vividly. That was Jin who admitted me to that. Years after the fact, Jin admitted to me that we were out to eat, and he admitted that it was the Team Sirius guys that were stealing from everybody, and that they knew Tom was good, but they didn't want him, And I was like, whoa, are you fucking kidding me? And, I said the craziest thing about that is the stealing thing was, and the craziest thing is the Team Sirius guys, they would even steal from each other. You know what I mean? Because I told that story that totally believable to me, besides the fact that so many people admitted to it and it was admitted in the community. But I even remember that, I saw firsthand guys in Team Sirius being like, hey, what are you doing with my game? Or people being to Team Sirius guys, I should say, what are you doing with my game? Where are you taking that? Oh, sorry, I forgot I have your game here. And I remember seeing that like being kind of weird, right? Very suspect. And lo and behold, it came out that they were actually stealing games from people whenever they'd go to tournaments. And that one story, I don't know if this story is true. Marcel told me this, but He had actually told me that Kenji was going to tournaments, and then for jokes with all the Team Serious guys, he would go to people their bathroom and he would take two people's toothbrushes and scrub the toilet with it and then put it back. I can't even. That story is crazy to me. I would like to believe that Kenji didn't do that. I don't know Kenji. The Kenji I know was not actually that malicious. You know what I mean? That fucked up. But I mean, maybe Kenji never showed me that actual. Kenji had showed me the two-faced side of him before, but I Kenji did not show me a side of him where he would do that to people. That disgusting of things. But Marcel told me, and Marcel was Kenji's best friend for many years. So I mean, God, I don't know. I mean, for sure, I've seen Kenji screw people over for sure. I mean, Kenji screwed over that one guy. I actually don't remember that guy's name. If people are old enough, he screwed that guy out of a plane ticket. Said he was going to pay him back for the plane ticket. I remember, and he screwed over Josh the Funk Doc, which was crazy because Kenji screwed over Josh the Funk Doc, and Josh the Funk Doc somehow said he forgave me for what I did to him. Like, that motherfucker still doesn't get that it was Kenji and everyone else even fucking with him before that. Fucking absolute retardation, dude. But point is, I defended Tom Ass because I knew Tom Ass was a good person. Even if it made me look bad, I'm going to do it. Now, you, Pedro, and you and all these other motherfuckers defending Desk, acting like he's done all this shit. Just, I'm sure, I got 20, whatever, 3,000, 24,000, where the fuck it is on my YouTube right now. I don't for a second believe that every one of you guys are good people too. But that's the difference. Morally, I am a better person than you. Trust me. I know that you would fucking get your dick sucked for something that's not true. I know you would take money for something that is not true. That's the difference. The difference is I have actually helped the community despite all the lies that it's made up about me. And you could say there's an ego in there because, yeah, I like being the best. I like proving that I did it. But you know what? I've also proved that I will make myself look bad if I know it's the good thing to do, right? Which we know you fucking would not. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyway. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end.